Question. In the Bible, God says he's not a man in Hosea 11:19, right? And he also says he's not the son of man in Numbers 23:19. And in Psalms 147:1, he says that he knows all. However, Jesus is a man. He calls himself the Son of Man, and he doesn't know everything. For example, Jesus didn't know the Day of Judgment in Mark 13:32. Like, I understand that people say that these verses were revealed before Jesus came, but you can find the same verses in the New Testament. Look at John 3:20, God is greater and knows all things. Titus 1:2, God does not lie. Hebrews 6:17, God has an unchanging nature. 1 Timothy 6:16, God is immortal, unapproachable, whom no one has seen. And in 1 Samuel 15:29, God says he does not change his mind. How does that work? Hey, Muslims and Christians.
So, dear Muslim girl, the first passage you tell, Isaiah 11:19, simply doesn't exist. What about Mark and Mark's Gospel 13:32? Why does Jesus Christ say that just the Father knows everything about the judgment? Because he doesn't want to say the people there when the judgment comes. In another passage of the Matthew's Gospel, in the 25th chapter, Jesus Christ says that he will come at the day of judgment. So it doesn't make any sense to say that Jesus Christ doesn't know when the judgment comes, because he says he will come at the judgment day. And so it is just the idea that Jesus Christ in this passage of Mark's Gospel says that as a man, because we know that God is one substance in three persons, the Father, the Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And what about Jesus Christ himself? Is he God? Yes, he is. And it is proved by one passage of the John's Gospel, the 8th chapter, verse 58, where Jesus Christ says, "Before Abraham was, I am." And now I ask this girl, which man can say to have lived longer than 13 centuries? Because we have to know that Abraham lived 13 centuries before Jesus Christ as a man was born from the Virgin Mary. And all people there who spoke to Jesus, who provoked Jesus, knew that Jesus Christ had been born by the Virgin Mary, and he was the son of Joseph. Okay, and so everyone knew either he is mad or he says he is God. For this reason, they were totally scandalized by this sentence of Jesus, and they wanted to throw stones at him, because he said he is God. If a man says, before Abraham was, I am, not I was, I am, it means that he is eternal. And that's the proof that Jesus Christ knows he is God. In another passage, he says, the Father and I are the same thing. Which man can say to be the same thing with God? Just the Son of God. And the Son of God, and this expression, the Son of God, is also said in Matthew, in the 16th chapter of the Matthew's Gospel, when Jesus Christ says, Petrus, you know that I am the Son of God because the Holy Spirit told you that. And so he says he is the Son of God. He said he is God in many passages of the New Testament.